I'm going to go through some of these tools. These are some of my favorites, some of that I am aware of or that I've at least heard some good things about. But what I want to do is talk about some of the tools that are used throughout the sales process to help not only speed the process, but to engage in meaningless interaction. So when it comes to prospecting, everybody knows about the prospecting tools that are out there. You have Outreach, ActiveCampaign, Infusionsoft. It's important to have some sort of automation in your prospecting process to help automate emails, tracking anytime someone clicks on something, see the level of interest and analytics. There's other ones out there such as MailChimp. I know ActiveCampaign is one, Keith, that you use. Do you have anything you want to add to that?
Yeah, I like using ActiveCampaign. It's probably not as difficult to use as Infusionsoft. You hear a lot of people talk about Infusionsoft. ActiveCampaign is a little bit more intuitive. It also has CRM with it. So if you want to use them together, I think it's just another effective tool. So it has some advantages over MailChimp that I like, as far as segmenting your population and those type of things.
Yeah. Then you have calendar scheduling. This is, I'm seeing used more and more often. So Calendly is one that I use. HubSpot is another popular one. HubSpot, you can do almost anything on these days. Doodle is another one, but what's important with these calendar scheduling is that it has an integration with Outlook and Google and some of the various calendars out there. It has a time zone detection, and it can be embedded in your email signature or website. One thing I always like to point out when it comes to calendar scheduling is to be careful of that you're still, again, anytime you're prospecting or trying to set a meeting, you don't want your prospect to have to do more work than they need to. So my best practice, my recommendation is ask for what's the best time for you, like we used to do before these tools, but then give them that option. I say, or if it's easier for you, here's a link to my calendar. So it's, for someone who's maybe never seen something like this, they may just want to respond, hey, let's meet next Wednesday. Does that work for you? So you got to remember that not everybody adapts to technology as quickly as fast as us who are in the tech environment every day. Then there's proposal tools. Some of you may be familiar with. I've used Quiller for the past couple of years, Proposify. All this really is, it's really cool interactive tools that allows you to customize your proposal. You can embed videos. Once again, what's cool about it is that it's got page analytics where you can see when somebody has clicked on your page and how long they've been on it. So you can really see how engaged your prospect is. When it comes to virtual meeting, I'll kind of just run through. That's an easy one, right? Everybody knows that. But I think what's important, Keith, you touch upon this. Recommendations I always say is to, watch your lighting. I know I was talking to Keith today. I think my lighting's a little dark today. Make eye contact. People tend to, and I'm guilty of this, people tend to want to look at the person you're talking to on the screen, but it looks like you're looking down or you're looking at your notes. But if you want to make eye contact and be even more engaging, look at the lens of your camera and you're actually making eye contact with that person. I say not a distracting background, as you can see with me. I make it as plain as possible. Now, when it comes to screen share, some of you may have heard of Loom, BombBomb, or Vidyard. These are some of the more popular ones. I use Loom. I've actually used, I've used other ones, and there's some trial versions as well that you can check out. But what's cool about it is it can include a live headshot of when you're speaking while you're doing the screen share. Once again, it has tracking capabilities where you can see who's viewed your video. And then lastly, as a sort of quick plug, collaboration tools and management tools, AnnexQ is one of them. Of course, Client Point you may have heard of, and all this really is it kind of consolidates all these tools sort of into one and allows you to engage with your prospect throughout the process. This is a quick teaser. This is kind of a screenshot of what I have in my software, AnnexQ. You have, in most cases, you have really, even though everybody has multiple stages of sales cycle, I always say it really comes down to 4 when it comes to the buyer. They're exploring your product. You present a demo, you give them a proposal, and then eventually there are contracts. You can communicate once again through video. One of the ways I like to do that, here's an actual one I did for a prospect. I say as a quick tip, record a 5 to 8 minute video and include that headshot, right? What's cool about Zoom is you can have a small one. They actually have bigger ones where you can put it here. Once again, you're walking them through a proposal, each slide, each section real quickly. Highlight the points that you want to highlight, answer any questions that they might have regarding pricing, clarify anything that might need to be clarified. But once again, by having video there, you get to express your personality, you get to connect a little bit better than if you were just to do a screen share or if you were just to send that particular document. Now, the impact of video, probably don't need any convincing, but you're going to see a significant amount of greater sense of trust when it comes to using video and, of course, engagement.